Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Thursday, June the 2nd. But first, a quick recap on today's performance. Well, yes, I'm sure you're all just as frustrated as what I am. Yes, the minute that horse bolted in that 8-runner race, you just knew it was going to get withdrawn and our horse was going to come third. Well, already we'd seen a massive reduction in the price. I tipped it last night at 20-1. And I was looking for it in the betting. I thought, where's it gone? And it was third favourite when I saw it. I think it was 9-2. Absolutely crazy. And then obviously it came third, and obviously there's no payout for it because there are only 7 runners. So as I mentioned in the comments on an update to that video, I think if it would have come third in that race with 8 runners, it would have been £121 return. And instead, I think did it make 25? I think somewhere around there. But we were that close to having a decent day. Well, the selections for the 2nd of June are very interesting. But the problem is how I've put these bets on Sky Bet. They are so confusing, so you're going to have to bear with me. It is quite simple, but they've spread the bets out on my bet slip as I'm showing you. So here we go. As you can see, at the top it says £1 each way treble, £2 total. Right, all you need to do is select these 3 horses. Right, the first horse is Alfred Cove at 6-1 in the 1 minute past 2 race at Hamilton. The second selection is Hyperfocus at 8-1 in the 2:36 at Hamilton, paying 4 places instead of 3. And the third selection is True Blue Moon at 7-2 in the 20 past 4 at Hamilton, paying 4 places instead of 3. Right, the bet is, once you've added those to the bet slip, you want £1 each way doubles and £1 each way treble. I think that comes to £8 in total. Right, well, bearing in mind, reduce the stakes if necessary. Don't put more on, please. Just keep the stakes that or lower. Right, the next bet is also the same bet with slightly different horses. Right, once again, £1 each way doubles and £1 each way treble. Don't worry. For those of you that want a lucky 15, there is a lucky 15 as well. It's a mixture of all these horses, or some of these horses. £1 each way doubles and £1 each way treble. First selection, Alfred Cove at 6-1 in the 1 minute past 2 at Hamilton. The second selection is Rebel Love, and I've left this at SP. But those of you that want to cash out, or they don't always offer you a cash out, even if you take the price. But if you want to have the chance of a cash out, take the price. But it's currently 9-2, and if I'm being honest, realistically, I think it should be shorter. But I've got a real funny feeling it could drift. So that's Rebel Love, SP in the 2:27 at Redcar, and the third selection is Motarajal at 11-2, paying 5 places instead of 3, and that's in the 5:45 at Redcar. And they are £1 each way doubles and £1 each way treble. Right, the next bet, is a 50p each way lucky 15. And as I'll show you in a second, I've also had, as you can see there, that's where the rest of the bet is from above, just to confuse things. So, for the 50p each way lucky 15, I'm also recommending 25p each way trebles in the same bet, and also 25p each way doubles on the same horses. But you can put all them on at the same time as you place the lucky 15. So here is the lucky 15. So it's a 50p each way lucky 15. And as I said, 25p each way doubles, 25p each way trebles as well. So here we go. The first selection is Alfred Cove at 6-1 in the 1 minute past 2 race at Hamilton. The second selection is Hyperfocus at 17-2 in the 2:36 at Hamilton, paying 4 places instead of 3. The third selection is Highway Grey at 11-1 in the 4:45 in the Redcar Zetland Gold Cup, paying 5 places instead of 3. And finally, Motarajal at 11-2 in the 5:45 at Redcar, paying 5 places instead of 3. The nap of the day is Alfred Cove, and this should just pretty much sum up the day. I can't see anything to kick it out the first three. But looking at the race, I've taken a chance on trying to get the favourite beaten. The favourite is a 2 to 13 chance. But looking at it, right, it's absolutely head and shoulders above any of the other horses. However, it was a 2-year-old. It achieved a Racing Post rating of I think it was 90 and 94, which was really decent. It hasn't come out yet until it's until this year. And there's always the chance that these horses haven't trained on, or that horse hasn't trained on. I think it's called Parasikiak or something like that. Well, there's a good chance it has trained on, but if it hasn't, it's also carrying a penalty for winning as a 2-year-old. So this, not only could it have not trained on, it will also be carrying a penalty. So it could well have a chance of getting beat. Don't get wrong. In my opinion, it'll either win by 10 lengths or be unplaced. The odds-on chance. That's why I've gone for the most obvious horse in the race, because as you can see when you look at the betting, you've got the 2 to 13 favourite, you've got Alfred Cove at 6 to 1. All the rest are basically 16s for 150s, and it's anybody's. But you can still make a profit if this horse comes placed, Alfred Cove. So that is my nap of the day, purely because I think the favourite could be vulnerable, but also this is the most obvious alternative. One of the horses that appeals to me probably the most is Highway Grey. It came second in the Redcar Zetland Gold Cup last year. It's off a much lower mark. It's ran at York recently, but over further, and I'm convinced that it doesn't want further. It doesn't want the 1 mile 4. It wants the 1 mile 2. So it's ran an okay race, and I think the horse is in excellent form. But what they've done, they've kept it ticking over a distance that it doesn't want, ensuring that it doesn't run or look to run too well, because it doesn't stay that trip. And now it's dropped back to the trip it wants, possibly the target of the season for this horse. And I think it's fully lined up for the race. So that's Highway Grey. You could see next best. But anyway, that's enough waffling from me. If you can give me a like or a subscribe, that'd be great. Anyway, any questions, just put them in the comments, and I'm more than happy to answer them, because I know I rambled on a bit. Anyway, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.